tell me what was your toughest battle on the stage in bodybuilding, where you just felt like, you know what I mean? It was really like a struggle for you to be there, but it was like a toughest battle, maybe against some opponent, or like, do you remember the most special, toughest battle on stage that you had?
Mm, every battle, every battle I had on stage, I remember like it was yesterday. Yeah, everyone was a learning curve, a learning process. Um, everyone was agony. So a few were agony of defeats. A few I felt like I should have had it. A few I just was like felt like I was going to pass out. The show that I did that I felt like I wasn't even going to live through it was a '92 Night of Champions. I felt like I was going to die at that show. My body fat was probably 2.7, and I got called out one time. I was just so lean and so ripped and so shredded. I didn't have any energy to even think or do anything. So I thank God that I made it through that show. And after that show, I said to myself, get again, because I knew that I was had one foot in the grave. Um, the show that I felt the best, where I felt healthy, I felt the best ever, and I felt like it was my night to shine, was 2000 Mr. Olympia. That night on that stage, I just felt like the audience, I drew them into me. My energy levels were perfect. My electrolyte, balances was perfect. My brain was just in the right place. Everything was in line perfectly that night, and I had never felt that good ever on stage in my entire life. Yeah, definitely, definitely, without anything, because I was just getting better and better and better as the prejudging went along. And a lot of times during prejudging, when you're lean like we were lean, you would just get drained and drained and drained. But that show, I felt like I had nailed it.
Mhm. How what's the
Mm.
right way to deal? Like, let's say like you felt great, you felt like you should have won, you know what I mean? And then you didn't, but like, what's the right way to deal with when you think you won, but and people tell you won, but the judges didn't judge that way? What's the best way to? And that's actually kind of like an advice for the upcoming bodybuilders, because a lot of them complain a
Mm.
lot on social media, or they kind of want to call people out, the
Well, the
judges.
best
What's the
thing to
right way to do it?
do, yeah, I want to tell you guys, you have to realize one thing, that this is a business. Win or lose, you're still a winner. You have opportunity because you're in shape to go out and market yourself and to make money. So I've gotten second 18 times. And believe me, every time I got in second, I feel like I should have won. You know, you got to take those as an opportunity for you to propel forward. Instead of complaining, look at it as you work so hard, you train so hard, you're in shape. What are you going to do when you're in shape? So you place where you placed in that show, but there's other opportunities in other shows that you can go to market yourself as a brand, an everlasting brand. Because if I just had got hung up of, hey, I didn't win the Mr. Olympia, or hey, I didn't win this show, I'm going to go home and complain and blame it on the judges and pout. Well, then I just through all my training for the last 4 months down the tube or whatever, you just have to suck it up, continue to move forward, be professional, and realize that you'll have another shot at coming back. But meanwhile, you got to wait it out and just go and market yourself. Photo shoots, be in shape, guest posings, be in shape, you know, uh, all these things, because you're paid to be a bodybuilder. People pay and want to see you in shape. So just because you didn't place number one in that show or number six or number eight or whatever, listen, it's a business. Don't take it personal if you don't win a show. That show doesn't determine the outcome of what your life is going to be. It's up to you. When I didn't win the Mr. Olympia, I said, you know what? I'm going to move forward. I'm going to win every other show in the world. And I did. I won every other show in the world. I was the first person to win the Honor Classic 2 times, you know, after I tore my chest. All this happened after I tore my chest. See, people don't realize I had a major chest injury that would have took any other bodybuilder out, and it did. I was one of the first bodybuilders ever came back from a chest injury and actually won 22 shows, you know.